Kat Von D $15 million Indiana Mansion Tour. Catherine von Drakenberg, born March 8, 1982, known as Kat Von D, is a Mexican-American tattoo artist, model, entrepreneur, and recording artist. She's best known for her work as a tattoo artist on the TLC reality TV show LA Inc., which premiered in the United States on August 7, 2007, and ran for 4 seasons. She's also known for being the former head of Kat Von D Beauty, renamed KVD Vegan Beauty. In May 2021, Kat Von D released her first single Exorcism from her Reader Love Made Me Do It. In 2021, Kat Von D announced she'd be closing her tattoo salon in Los Angeles after 14 years and moving to Indiana for a quieter life with her husband Rafael Reyes and their 3-year-old son. It should come as no surprise also that Kat has used her gothic puritanical mansion in Hancock Park over for traded $15 million, which she has repaired, and added many unique features, including a blood-red swimming pool. However, Kat has made sure her new lodgings in Indiana are no less intriguing considering she bought the historic Schenck mansion, which spans over 120 space and is known to be haunted. Catherine von Drakenberg, aka Kat Von D, is a Mexican-American tattoo artist turned cosmetics entrepreneur who came a Minaj name while starring on the reality series La Inc. While her Los Angeles tattoo salon High Voltage is notorious, it's time for a change, and she's agitated for again life in Indiana with her hubby and their son. Kat said about her new life, "We lately bought a beautiful home on a bit of land in pastoral Indiana, and the more time we spend out there, we realize we feel more at home there than we do then in law. After important study, we've decided we will permanently be moving to Indiana at the end of this year." With a net worth of $30 million, Kat could have chosen any Indiana mansion she wanted. But as you might anticipate, the star is moving into the reportedly haunted Schenck mansion, which she snared for over $15 million. In 2021, Kat blazoned she'd be closing her celebrated Los Angeles tattoo salon High Voltage after 14 times in business, moving across the country to Indiana with her family. That being said, in January 2022, Kat also put her Gothic-style puritanical mansion on the market for $15 million, which is located in the major Windsor Square neighborhood of LA. Her house was erected back in the 1890s by businessman and horsewoman Isaac Newton Van Nuys, who is the author of the near Van Nuys neighborhood. Then the major home was moved to its present-day location in 1915 by his son, latterly appearing in the 2003 movie Cheaper by the Dozen. Headdresses snared the mansion back in 2016 for $65 million, and progressed to give the 3-story house a fully Gothic addition, adding a stage and theater room with wet bar on the 3rd bottom, a retired speak readily with hand-carved walls and a blood-red pool and gym out on the ground inside the stunning mansion. There is over 500 acres of space with 13 bedrooms and 10 baths, along with 7 fireplaces before walking in. The mansion's slip-up surface has been decked out in a dark red color, boasting an emotional turret, and is tucked behind a detailed wrought iron gate and hedges. The grand hall leads into the stunning common apartments, including a wood-paneled living room with high ceilings, an ornate fireplace, as well as a wood-paneled library or study with another fireplace. These apartments both have beautiful high ceilings with emotional chandeliers along with stately cabinetwork to match. Nearby apartments include a dining room with stained glass windows and a ton of red accentuations, important like the other spaces, and a sprawling French-style ballroom or formal living room with a painted ceiling. Even the kitchen has a Gothic design from the abundance of matching dark forest land, and indeed, in the snack bar seating, well, there are also quaint chic appliances here. Altogether, Kat's puritanical manse has a plenty of rooms anchored by dark wood flooring, detailed and sculpted walls, as well as gold-hinted ceilings and opulent chandeliers. In fact, numerous of the apartments are trickling in gold and metallics, giving the space a royal feel. There are 5 bedrooms on the alternate bottom, along with multiple luxury en suites, and many of them nearly look like you are in an factual palace. All of the bedrooms are regal, but my particular favorite has to be the one with a large detailed fireplace in one corner and the plush red curtains and accents. I also love the bedroom with the gloomy mural on the walls, but all of the bedrooms retain their own personality, which is cool. Even the bathrooms in Pussycat's mansion are beautiful with polished marble bottoms and other fancy details, especially the black and gold bathroom, which looks like the master. Aside from all the cool amenities in Kat's Gothic residence, there is also a fresh 2-bedroom guest apartment on top of the garage, which also has a turntable driveway at the frontal to match Kat's vision for her temperamental mansion. She indeed made the swimming pool and spa out back of her blood-red multicolored water, while girding yard was decorated with stately statues. I do not know about you guys, but this has got to be one of my favorite celebrity palaces we looked at.
I want you and your out of here before I come back. Hey.
Hey.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Is he being crazy again?
Yeah.
Your band sucks, Sammy.
Why are you doing this? When I did announce that I was making music, you're always going to get different sides to it. People are going to be excited about it, and then there's going to be some people that are going to doubt you because they want you to stay in your own lane or stick to what they know you for. But I've always been like, I want to be like Salvador Dali in the sense that, Dali did it. I want to talk about all the amazing changes because I think to me, as somebody looking like from the outside in, it's been pretty amazing to see.
While Kat is moving on from that home, you should not anticipate anything lower spooky from her new place, so let's take a look. Property records reveal that Kat bought this home in Bive, Indiana in December 2020 with her mama and her family for just over $15 million. She's also said that she has plans to most likely open a private plant in Indiana once the emendations on their Hearthstone are complete. Kat's new property is also a notorious one in the area known as the Schenck Mansion and listed on the National Register of Major Places. Not only is it historic, it's said to be haunted. Built in the 1700s, the grand and vintage home was designed by Cincinnati mastermind George P. Humphreys for the Schenck family. More specifically, the father, who was a successful businessman. He'd it constructed for his son, Benjamin Franklin Schenck. Benjamin only spent 2 times in the megamanse before passing away. Restoration of the property beat between 1998 and 2000, but as you might have guessed, Kat will be renovating the manse as well to fit her tastes. It's formerly gone through a lot of changes over the times, serving as everything from an event space for the Indiana Baptist Convention, also rental apartments, and even a bed and breakfast grinding over 120-acre space outside and 10.6 acres of land. Kat's new Hearthstone has some amazing features, such as a 4-story palace, a window watcher attic, 7 sundecks, 13 fireplaces, and 4 porches. The manse also has a whopping 35 rooms throughout, 7 of which are bedrooms and 6 cataracts with 2 partial baths. While there is a ton of space, historic home indeed comes complete and completely furnished, including the original antique dishes and silverware. However, I can only imagine what'll be suitable to do with this factual haunted house, if Kat was suitable to make her Los Angeles mansion so unique and gothic. 5 of the bathrooms in the Hearthstone pride the original bobby lines and walnut barrels, which are only a taste of the antique features in the house. Aside from all the bedrooms, there's also a Perk Tavernier's apartment. The formal apartments all offer storing and stately ceilings. While there are common areas like a grand hall and stretch, it's swish kitchen. Outside of Kat's Indiana manse, there is a patio overlooking what is called a water garden. And there are other extensive balconies and veranda as the property, too, as stunning as sad is full of auditoriums, multiple cradles and falls, as well as a croft and a gazebo. As I mentioned, it's well known that the Schenck manse is haunted. In fact, it's said to be one of the most haunted spots in all of Indiana. Legends said the manse was erected over the ruins of an aged structure that burnt down in a fire where a couple was also trapped inside. Those guests who stayed then when it was a bed and breakfast also have noted presence of 6 to 7 other guests, aka ghosts, and single manly callers were frequently woken up at night by ghostly kisses. Stories of a life's mysteriously fluttering and unsourced sounds throughout the manse were persistent. In the words of Michelle Thompson, Schenck's former innkeeper, there are effects that just happened. Well, I for one cannot stay to see if Kat has any haunted stories for us when she takes up Hearthstone here. Alright, so that brings us to the end of our Kat Von D house tour. We are ending it on a spooky note, but for once, cannot stay to see what she does with her new manse in Indiana. Looking at both this place and her Gothic La mansion, we suppose Kat has some of the coolest homes we have ever seen. So this was all about today's video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in next one.